Hey everybody, I'm back with part 2 of my urban vinyl haul that I got at an estate sale. I'm so excited by these pieces. I'm still working my way through them, still trying to identify all of them. So as always, I appreciate any help you can give me in the comments if you recognize any of these. A lot of them have signatures on them, but they're real hard to read if you don't know your vinyl, and also a lot of them are very similar. So it can be tricky to get the right name on all of them, but I think I got a lot of them down. So this is a very interesting lot, and if you didn't see the last video, please look for it. I showed the first set of videos, and then I talked about the gorillas figures. I really wanted to show those to you because we actually found another one in the grouping, but every time I find one, my son goes, "Oh, mine," and runs off with it. So again, so sorry I don't have any gorillas figures in here, but I do have something else really special that he wanted to keep, but he agreed to give up in favor of gorillas. But we're going to start right away first with these two. There's two of them. These are, and again, I had the names, and of course now I can't remember. These fashion model-y looking figures are from, signed, I think it's AJEE, so it's like AJ, AG, and gosh, I feel bad. I had the name of them. Wait, let me see if I can pull it back up for you. Because I did have these figured out. Oh, here they go. They're called Pixie Skull Skins. Isn't that weird? Pixie Skull Skins. And they have like tattooy dots. And then I don't understand this thing on the side. They both have this, and it comes off. It's attached on the back. And it kind of rides the shoulder. I guess like the shoulder goes through it like that. But they're very cool looking. They look kind of like broken dolls, like what you used to see. We're very popular in fashion modeling for a while, this broken doll look. So that's the green one. And it looks like her hand might be having issues. Let me just see if I can fix that real quick. Might be how it is. And they have this articulation in the arms, and then the black and pink one. So, yes, Pixie Skin Skulls, I think. I already forgot what they were exactly called. And I'll tell you a funny thing that happened too. I was looking up a lot of these because, as I said, we were going to sell some in order to keep other ones. There you can see one, the little gorillas figure hidden in the back there. So many of these were either San Diego Comic-Con exclusives. I'm going to show you some of those today. Or just so rare that they've never even shown up on eBay before that I don't even know where to begin listing them. So I think they're going to, some of them are going to go on auction. I don't know, like this. Should I sell them together? They kind of seem like they want to go together or not. You tell me what you think. So that's the Pixie Skin Skulls. I'm going to put that down. Broken. And move on to next. Let's move on to this little guy. So this guy, I discovered, is named Seymour Sheep. And he's got these goggles, which are a tad loose. So I don't know if they were supposed to be fit a different way, or if they're supposed to go on his head. Again, a few marks on him that I'm hoping can be cleaned off. And I believe that, well, he doesn't glow, but here's his secret, and it's kind of issue. He has a USB in his butt. And apparently if you hook him up with a USB cord, he lights up. I wonder if I hadn't really thought about that. If I just have a USB cord, I can't do it anyway because my camera's plugged into my other USB. So I'll test him later. But so, he was an exclusive, I think a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive as well. And look, it says, don't throw him in the trash. I'm not really sure why. Look, he's really dirty in his feet though. But, so I think he was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. And I don't even know where to start with this guy. Hang on, I spent hours and hours and hours yesterday looking up these different figures, but figuring them out was so hard. Like I said, a lot of them don't exist, or they're I'm not making any sense. Sorry. And okay, here's the other thing. eBay's kind of making me crazy because I saw this yesterday on eBay. I know I did. I know I did. And now I'm looking and it's not here. So really weird. Wait, maybe it completed. I know you turned on to listen to me click. No, not here. So really weird. I swear to you, I saw him on eBay yesterday. All right, well, we're not going to worry about it. We're going to keep moving on. So anyway, Seymour sheep that lights up when you put something in his butt. Who does it? Okay, this is kind of the kid robot look I'm used to. I think this is a Dunny. I could be completely wrong, but that's what it reminds me of. And it says Doma. And oh, it is. Look, I was right. It's a Dunny from Kid Robot. Oh my gosh, I got one right. And, you know, again, these all have their own little special. Look, he's got like a face on the back. And this one has to do with some medicine. And he's got a face on the front. I've not even started to look him up. So cute, though. Big, chunky one. I like him. This little guy, okay, here's also driving me crazy. He has a little arm missing. I found his arm, and I've lost it again. I don't know what he is. He's quite different. He's got some text here, but he's very different than the other items. So, oh gosh, wait, look, he's got, is that like a face? There's a face on his belly. It looks like a monkey. Oh my gosh, I have to figure him out. You guys can't get it. It's too tiny. This isn't fixed. Anyway, I've got to find that, and I've got to figure out what happened to his arm. It was here somewhere. I got to find it. These two appear to go together. I have seen these before. Again, I don't know the name of it off the top of my head. She does have some markings, I think, very lightly here. So when I get my magnifier out, I'll be able to figure that out. Oh, she looks like she's missing some of her little spikes are missing. And then she's got a little spike dog that goes with it. Like I said, can't remember the name of these. These are Kid Robot. I have seen these before. Not these particular cactus ones, but I have seen this style before. This is much more common, so I have a feeling some of you know what this is, and you can tell me. So got those. They're awful cute. They go together. And same for this guy. This sad bleeding bear. Isn't that awful? Him I have seen before. Wait, he's got, hang on, this box is a little messed up. So Kid Robot. Can't read what that says. I'm reading it upside down anyway. Chaz.net. And it's got more stuff there, but I can't figure out. He kind of reminds me of like Five Nights at Freddy's. Maybe he is. I have no idea. But he's a bloody bear. The problem with this guy is he is... Oh, here it is. Gloomy, the naughty adult bear. Okay. I'm not sure why he's adult, but we'll find out. But his name is Gloomy. And you can see his box is really filthy underneath the stand he comes on, and this box is pretty messed up, so I don't know if it's even worth the box. We'll figure that part out, but Gloomy, the naughty bear. Well, no wonder he's gloomy. Look, he's like bleeding everywhere. Are we supposed to imply that he did something to himself? Like he cut himself or something? I don't know. That's kind of scary in a lot of weird ways. That's why it reminds me of Five Nights at Freddy. Okay, let me move some of these. Let's talk about this big guy. Oh my gosh. So this is SUG, or SUG, I guess. He is a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. There are other colors of him and other ones from this line. Does not have markings there. I can't remember how I figured out what he was, but I did something on this. It has this division E57. The downside of him is he's missing. He should have, see this little, if you can tell what it is, there's like a little clip here. He should have a backpack that goes across, like a shoulder bag that goes over him, and he does not have that. He does have this crazy big giant smushy arm and whatever is happening down here. I don't know what he's from, if he's even from anything, or again, he's just a designer piece, but He is, as I said, a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. So I have no idea again how I'm going to price him. There's a few of these that were up. Okay, this one I'm going to look up again. And if this one isn't there, I'm going to go crazy because eBay, you're weird. Okay, there we go. SUG. So, okay, it's called Uncle, UNKL, SUG. So, a blue version, which was a San Diego Comic-Con one, is up right now for $115. And there's a orangey one that sold for $100. And that one was signed though, and that was a bunch of things actually. So I have not found the black one, except I've seen the black one on a fabulous website, which I will tell you the name of. Oh no, actually, sorry, take it back. There was, in Europe, there is a brown one that was $75, about $100 American. So again, somewhere in the $100 range is where he seems to be. So probably less with his missing bag. So probably maybe in the $60, $70 range with shipping. Yeah, I did want to tell you the name of that website though. Let me see if I can find it. Vinyl Pulse. That's the one. It is vinylpulse.com. They have been invaluable at helping me find the names of all of these pieces. So thank you if you're listening to vinylpulse.com. Maybe I'll link them down below because they have a ton of great information if you are a urban vinyl collector. All right, let's get back to the toys. Back to my camera. So these were the real finds, and I didn't even know it. And I'll tell you the funny story here. So these two are Afro Samurai, and I know there's a lot of junk behind them. Let me grab a piece of paper for a second so you can get a better look because they're grayscale. So they're a little trickier to see. Here we go. Oh, and that totally screwed the light, didn't it? So it's this guy, which I have no idea what he is. But obviously, he's like a samurai bear and Afro Samurai man. Amazingly detailed. They have this incredible movement to their clothing, to the design, to the hair. This is a cartoon that I believe is on Cartoon Network. And again, like I said, it's another one of my son's favorites. They come on a base that says Afro Samurai that comes off. And look at this. I don't know if you can get him close up. Sorry, I wanted to give you a better look at him. You can see. Oh, I wish this camera would focus. But you get the idea. Anyway, extremely cool. So here's what happened. When I went for the Gorillas figures, and there was, like I said, several of them. But the whole table at the estate sale was full of different figures. That one doesn't help at all. So I just said, I'll buy them all. I'll take them all. And I grabbed all of them, and I grabbed this guy, and they grabbed these two bases that had nothing on them at the time. I saw they said Afro Samurai. I'm like, I'm taking them. I don't know what they are, but I'm taking them. I was waiting to check out when the guy who works at the sale comes up with this figure and says, did you want this one too? Now, I remembered vaguely seeing him and thinking, I don't know what that is, because he's not the same style of these other ones. I recognize this sort of roundy, fluffy style of the other urban vinyls like these. You know, I recognize this style. So those was what I was after. But this one had gotten buried underneath something. I kind of saw it, and then it got hidden. And he said, do you want it? And I'm like, yeah, throw it in the box. So yesterday, when I come home and I'm going through the box, my son's looking over my shoulder, and he's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. That's Afro Samurai. I'm like, what's Afro Samurai? Well, of course, this, which I should have figured it out. I probably would have. If I'd had time to match the base to this, I probably would have figured it out. So these, again, really tough. If they were in their boxes, they were San Diego Comic-Con exclusives, and if they were in their boxes, they were selling for like, I want to say like $400, $400, something crazy like that. Out of their box, obviously, they don't have as much value, but they're still valuable. And I forgot where I was going with that. Oh, but we did figure out that these were Comic-Con exclusives. And that's how we started to realize that a lot of these other ones were too, and that's why I was having trouble finding them. Because there are other ones like this, and here's a little trick for you. Look, see the hands? Let me get you a better look at them. See how they're clenched up and you could just, the thumb is sticking out? There's another line of these, a lesser quality line, where the hands are open. Like you can actually see the fingers separated. And that's the easiest way when you can't like pick them up to tell the difference from this one, which is the one that's sold at Comic-Con, to the more or less expensive one that you can buy anywhere. So yes, so anyway, so here we are, and I think what I'm going to do is put them together, because I think they need to stay together, and put them up together as for sale, the both. And if somebody really wants one and not the other, they can let me know, but I think at this point, that's probably the best bet. And since my son is giving them up, and I know he really likes them, we'll maybe run a little deal where he'll get part of the profits on that one. So I feel like there was something else I really wanted to tell you about these two, but I can't remember what. So yes, but really funny that I almost did not buy this. And this is like a several $100, potentially a several $100 figure that I was going to leave behind because I didn't know what it was. So use your instincts, grab things, or don't follow your instincts and just grab things. On a completely different note. So all of these modern toys, again, my son's age, people love, this is a little bit more my era. So I found this there, which I thought was so random given the other stuff that was at this estate sale. And what's really funny is I had my heart set originally on going to an estate sale that was loaded with little kittles. Loaded with little kittles. I grew up pining for little kittles that I could not have because I had a neighbor who had like all of them, and I only had a couple and then some hand-me-down ones. And, you know, I guess they were kind of expensive for what they were at the time. And so I wanted to collect them. And then by the time I was old enough to start collecting them, the value on them had gone up to the point where it was insane. It was like $100 for a kittle, and I couldn't do it. And yes, I know if you're shouting at me, this is not a little kittle. I know that, but I'm getting to the story. So this estate sale I was going to go to had actual real little kittles, including clone kittles in their bottles, which, again, if they're in good condition with their packing, are worth $150. But we ended up not going in favor of going to closer sales, and also because it was raining today, which is in California. I know you think this is crazy, but someone else told me on a way to an estate sale, they were so stuck in traffic because there was an accident on the freeway. In Southern California, when it rains, I mean like, I'm not talking like Florida hurricane rain. Like it's spit for a couple of hours on and off. People go nuts on the freeway. They don't know how to drive. They get crazy, and there's always accidents. So I preferred to stay off the freeway, and I gave up my little kittles in favor of these, which in the long run, much better deal. Because that estate sale held a secret, which we will get to in a moment. So this was sitting like this next to all these toys, and it was open at the time and filled with a bunch of little trinkets, like this little crazy dog and this, if you can see it, Suntory whiskey distillery. It's a tape measure. So all of these little things were inside this container. And it does have a little bit of a rip in it. Now, it says made in Hong Kong, which kind of dates it back to the 60s or 70s. It does not have a Mattel label, so even if I thought it was Little Kittles, I knew that it wasn't. But clearly, it is a Little Kittle knockoff. So this little baby, she's sealed in there, which is kind of odd. I mean, it seems like there should be a way to take her out and play with her and then put her back. And she's wearing this strange little cave woman, Flintstone-y looking dress. Kind of odd. But these type of a purse with this, I don't know, there's a name for these. Again, I can't remember what it is, that have the handle like this. They were so all the rage in the 60s. Everybody wanted to get these. Oh, I had an email roll in that Halloween candy is 50% off at my local grocery store tomorrow. Oh my God, I need to get candy for Halloween. I should go. I love a deal. So anyway, I grabbed this because I was doing that thing where I had everything in a box and I knew that if I just threw one more item in like this, it wasn't going to change the price, really, if at all. And I don't think it did. So I got this. Now, she's not worth a ton. She does sell, and there are ones up with different dolls on the inside, which just makes it kind of fun. Sells for maybe $10 plus shipping. But it is a really fun collectible for somebody in my age bracket that loved little Kittles and would be interested in a Kittle knockoff. So there's all of that. Now, just when you thought it was safe to go back to the estate sale, I went back today. And you would think, after I bought all this stuff and all the stuff I showed you yesterday and stuff I still haven't even shown you yet, like a crazy, crazy, crazy movie, limited edition in a briefcase that is the original version of a movie that's out in the movies right now. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but you can probably figure it out. I'm going to show you that another time. You would think after I bought all that stuff that there would be nothing left to buy at this estate sale. You would think wrong. So once I had gotten past this layer, this is one of my favorite estate sale tricks. When I realized this person's taste was very similar to mine, I go back, and once the dust had cleared, new things rose up. And I found more old toys, more vintage toys of that era than this era. No joke. Think Mego. If Mego action figure means anything to you, you're going to want to watch my next video because, yes, not great condition, same as like these, not in the package, definitely probably used and a little bit abused, but yeah. But more than that, it turns out that the person who sadly has left us, and that's why there was an estate sale, was a writer for television. And she worked on a show that I really enjoyed that was canceled. It was a fairly modern show. Most people don't know it because it didn't last very long, but you're going to have to wait for the next video to find out what it is. And I was able to buy her scripts from that show, which again, I don't know if you've been watching me a long time or you know who I am or anything about me, but I love scripts. I have a collection of scripts that just, all my favorite TV shows, I try to get scripts from them. I really, really adore TV scripts. So now I have, straight from the writer herself, scripts from a television show that I enjoyed. So that's so cool. So we went and we only spent about half of what we spent the first day, but I got probably an equal number of things of a completely different variety. So not this kind of stuff, but like I said, older toys, more DVDs, a few other items, so many items. I am overwhelmed, but I love it because that is my favorite kind of estate sale. And I don't always find those. They're so rare. When I do find them, I'm so excited that I'm not kidding. I think I'm going to go back tomorrow for a third time because I just keep finding things. And even as I left today, I'm thinking, I probably should have picked up this. I probably should have picked up that. Oh, okay. Oh, I will give you a sneak peek. I forgot. There's something right next to my desk. This is one of the things I kept thinking I should have bought. And I went back and got it. Look at this bit of craziness. Dada Supreme, like stiletto sneaker. Is this not in baby blue? Is this crazy? And yes, there's two of them. I just didn't pick them both up. Again, little bit of wear issues, a little bit of scuffing along here, but look, the soles are in great shape. Absolutely insane. I think they are hysterical. Anyway, I'm going to look them. Dada Supreme. Excuse my arms. I think they're called stiletto, which I can't spell. Athletic shoes. Let's try that. Because I always call them sneakers, but people don't call them sneakers, I guess. Dada sneakers. Maybe they do call them Dada sneakers. High heel. Okay, I don't like the word stiletto. Let's call them high heel sneakers. I know I should be showing you what I'm doing on my screen, but I haven't learned how to do all those things yet. Oh, somebody's got a pair on Etsy. Somebody's got a red pair on Etsy. Let's see how much. Drum roll. Oh, sold. So we don't know. I need that little tricky thing that shows you what things sold for on Etsy. Red pair. Pop screen. We don't know what pop screen is. Another pair of red ones, but still no price. What do you guys think? Have you guys ever seen anything like this before? Dada Supreme. I'm just trying to find out a little something else. So this person had a lot of these kind of shoes. Not these kind of shoes, but like shoes in this range, where I think I probably left behind shoes that were worth bucks. Dada Supreme. It's the last thing I'm looking up, I swear, and then I'm going to end this video. Shoes. Show more. Dada Supreme. Shoes. Why are there no shoes? Oh, because I spelled it wrong. Oh, you know, eBay is just getting really fussy. Really, really, really fussy. Athletic shoes. So Dada Supreme athletic shoes in general, some of them go for $80 or more. And then we're going to say heels, because isn't that what you would call them? And I'll tell you, this is really the biggest trick with, really the biggest trick with eBay is finding the words that people use to look these things up, or the words that other people have used. All right, here we go. So somebody put up a pair of these exact, but not blue, in a black and white, and they sold for $70 plus shipping. I don't know, because somebody's probably going to ask the size. Oh my God, they're stuffed in here. I can't get it. Women's 7. Cool. That's the size it sold for $70. So how about them apples, huh? There is high heel. So there's a red pair up right now for $88. Nobody seems to have the blue pair. I adore the blue pair. The red pair is pretty cool too, but I adore the blue. And I realize I have no idea what I'm showing you on my screen because I didn't have my camera on. So that is it. That is everything I'm going to show you for this round. I have so much more, so much more. Here, let me move the shoes so you can see what's my little babies again. I'm exhausted, but I have like one more good day of thrifting before we're back into a week of not good thrifting. And I know I said I was going to go, but one last thing. You know, after I spent a couple days at estate sales, I went to Salvation Army and Goodwill, and it was just like, I can't do it. Like, the prices are just so ridiculous. When you think what I paid, like we bought DVDs for 50 cents at this estate sale. They're $3 starting at like Goodwill and Salvation Army. And I know $3 is cheap for a DVD. I understand. But when you come from having bought like 3 giant totes of things for, you know, under $50, and then you go into Goodwill and it's, you know, $5 for a shirt, it hurts. So, and I'm not begrudging, and I'm saying right now, I'm not begrudging them selling things what they need to. They have overhead, they have stores to run, they have employees to pay. So I get it. And I have paid, and I will pay those prices to buy more things at there. It's just when I have a crazy estate sale weekend like this, it just does not make sense for me to go to Goodwill and buy a shirt for $3 to $5. So anyway, didn't mean to get into that. That's all I'm going to say today. Absolutely, if you have any information at all about these guys, particularly these little green guys over here, let me know, and I'm also still looking, in case you didn't see the other video, I'm also looking for more info on her. She comes with a dog as well, so I'm thinking, but she's kind of from the same. She comes with a little dog. I can't find anything on her. I don't know what keywords to use. She does have wings. She's got flocked hair. I'm assuming he's like a little pit bull or bulldog, but I can't get it. She's got writing on the bottom, but I cannot figure it out what it says. So I'm desperate to figure out who she is and then who these little green people are. But I'm thinking when I look up cactus, I'll probably find that one. So that's what I need help with. If you're interested in any of these things, we're Boris Basement on eBay. Again, some of them, like I said, are staying with us. Some of them will be going up for sale. But if not these, come see us. We got lots of other pop culture fun things for you. Christmas is coming, Hanukkah's coming. If you have people on your holiday list that love pop culture items, hey, they won't mind that you got them thrifted, that you got them for less on eBay. They just want that item. So help somebody fill out their urban vinyl collection and check out our store. That is it. This was longer than I intended to go. I'm going, and I will talk to you guys in another day or two.